We're making Beet Kvass tonight. TMT Tribe beverage. We are making beets. This is the star of the show tonight. I'm excited. I really like Beet Kvass. Has anyone else had it before? Who's familiar with Beet Kvass?
I have potatoes. Yeah. Okay, what's the secret?
So tonight, I'm going to make golden beet kvass, a sweet kvass, and I'm going to make a salty kvass with red beets. So I'm going to have two different flavors, rocking and rolling. So this is traditionally like a Russian beverage. They also make it with things like bread and grains and other fruits and vegetables. Whatever they have, they will ferment it, use it. So really good way to use beets. No worries, Holly. Drinking some tea. So these recipes are really, really simple. There is a lot of chopping involved. So I'm going to start chopping with both of these recipes. It's kind of up to you what shape you want to do. One of them, she says to slice them. Oh, baby's having a meltdown. No worries, no worries. And then the other one said to chop them into like 1/2-inch chunks. So I think I'll slice because that's less work for the one that says slice them, and I will chunk for the other one. And we'll go from there. Sounds like a plan? Drinking my tea. I feel like you guys don't need to see my hands chopping, do you? Do you care? I need my microphone. Hold on. Let's make sure you guys can hear me while we're working here. Good evening, Joy. Good evening, Kimmy. Hey, Tori. Hey, Fauza. Watching from Portugal. Cool. So cool. Welcome, ladies. Who all's making Beet Kvass with me tonight? Beets and salt and or sugar and water. Super, super simple. Very easy to make. All right. I got myself a wired microphone because all of my other ones were breaking. Joy says her daughter lives in Lisbon. Holly says Portugal. It's amazing. That is amazing. All right. Tonight, two types of kvass. Yeah, you don't have any beets. No worries. This is like a good thing to have in your back pocket. So this is a liver and digestive tonic. It is one of the foods that's approved on the GAPS diet, which is like a really healing diet. It's really, really good. All right, so I'm gonna start chopping. For my golden beets, I'm going to cut them into slices because that's what the recipe said. I'm gonna do tonight. I'm making the recipe from Cultured Guru, her recipe, because it's like I want to make that. You didn't get your beets. No worries. You can always make it later. How's it going, Todd? The GAPS diet, you've never heard of it? Yeah. It's a biggie for in the healing world. Have to go on a deep dive. Yeah, she didn't get her beets either. It's okay. No, you can always do it later. Yep, just wash them, keep the skins on. A lot of those microbes are in the skin. And then just cut off any bits that look gross. And then I'm going to slice mine probably doing a half gallon. So interpreting her recipe, the thing that made me laugh about this recipe is I read the entire recipe. Nowhere in the recipe does it say what size jar to use. Yay, well, welcome, Gypsy. It doesn't say what size jar to use. It's just like jar, glass jar. And so I was like, okay, well, thanks. That doesn't tell me. Does not help me. And so I ended up on the back page and it was like 8 servings of 8 ounces. I was like, okay. So I just did the math. 8 times 8. All right, 64. So it's a half a gallon. This recipe makes a half a gallon. Good gracious. Like, I had to do some investigating to figure that out. That was fun. Anyway, we're going to slice this up. I have tried Beet Kvass before, but I haven't successfully made it. And I have never made the sweet kind that we're going to make tonight. So this is a new one for me. So I'm excited to try it. I've had some really yummy Beet Kvass recently that hasn't been like super, super tart. Yeah, I'm like, in my recipes, when I put out a recipe, I even put like links to the ingredients that you can get on Instagram or you need on, or get on Amazon. You need off of Amazon. Because then you can just jump on there and grab it. Because sometimes some of that stuff gets confusing. Like, what size do I need? All right. Isn't it beautiful? It's so, like, peachy. So my slices, I'm going to do kind of thin. Probably like a quarter of an inch. My fingers are going to be stained orange. All right, her recipe says to do 150 grams of organic cane sugar in the jar first. So that's what we're going to do. Try her out. Just for funsies, because she's a smart lady. She knows what she's talking about. So let's see. I have my scale here, and then on top of my scale, I have my big half-gallon jar or 2-quart jar, and I have the funnel on top, and I tear the scale so it reads 0. You've never actually seen a golden beet. Aww, I need a golden beet. All right, 150 grams. They're really pretty. Yeah, they make a beautiful salad. They make a beautiful salad. It seems like kind of a lot of sugar, but we're gonna trust the process. It might have should have been in a gallon. I don't know. Switching our baby's losing it. I'm not a tart beet eater, but if it's sweet, might be open to trying it. Yeah, I'll let you know how it tastes. It's the other Beet Kvass recipe is like a salt-based lacto fermentation, so it gets more tangy. This one stays a little sweeter, so it's more in the vein of like a ginger bug or something like that. Okay, I have 150 grams of my sugar. You have to remember that the sugar is not food for us. That is food for the microbes. So don't stress about that. It's going to feed the microbes. Okay. Now, next step. We need to cut up all of our beets. So yeah. Now we chop. And you just start layering your beets into your container. This one you don't have to keep a weight of the beets. It's just like 3 beets. So that's convenient. Monk fruit? No. I don't like monk fruit. Monk fruit's probably my least favorite of all of the artificial sweeteners. Taste wise, I just ugh, that one's gross to me. So pretty. I do not like the taste of that stuff at all. Alright, so stacking this guy in, and we are half a beet in. I hate it. I have a friend who she likes artificial sweeteners. She makes this stevia blend, and she like puts it in everything. And she'll make like a baked good, and she'll be like, "It's gluten free," and I'm like, "Okay," and I'll eat it, and I'll spit it back out. Like, what did you use in there? She's like, monk fruit and my other super sweet. I'm like, oh, yuck. I can't. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Give me maple. Give me honey. I can't. Stevia's gross. And it's bad for you. It's hormone disrupting. It's not good. You know, this one beet has like this jar at the halfway mark. And this thing says 3 large golden beets. She hasn't got a side view of her container. If I bring it all the way up, I can put my weight on it. Yeah, we'll do both pieces. Is there another monster beet? Yeah, the artificial sweeteners are nasty. You're nasty. Cut your top off. Alright, so I'm just going to cut it in half again. And black stuff, dirt. It's just like dirt. Guess what that is? That is microbes. Someone's math isn't math. Yeah. It's like one recipe. Let me see. I might just do this one. This one said 2 to 3 beets for a quart. Huh. I don't think that would fit in a quart. Yeah. I don't think it's like really that firm. Like I saw somewhere it's like fill it halfway with beets. And then I think that one said no sugar. I don't know. I may have to look up more recipes. But we're going to try this one. And she said 3 large beets. So we're just going to go ahead and see how many of these beets we can cram in here. I think I'll bring it to the point where I can use my spring on it at least. That'll keep the beets under the water so it's less likely to mold. And that is always a win. Yeah, she does know her science. And she says to stir your beet kvass twice a day for 3 to 4 days. So oftentimes I see people like, oh no, my kvass molded. And that's why, like, you need to stir it. What's the name of the orange beet? As far as I know, it's just a golden beet. This one's a golden beet. And a slap in it. Yeah, I got lucky. My natural grocers had them, and I was like, we're moving up the Beet Kvass. Doing the thing. My jar is almost full. I'm actually pretty excited to drink this. I'm just going to push it down in there. We'll get this whole thing in the jar. My spring will work perfectly on that. We'll be in business, ladies. Okay. I'm just going to put these on the top. Boppity-bop. Okay, the sugar's on the bottom. It will absolutely dissolve. The microbes on the skins are going to populate and feed off of the sugar and the sugar in the beets. And it's going to make a delicious beverage. I'm going to chop up this, I think this might be turmeric. I'm going to chop up some turmeric. I'm going to throw that in there. And then I have some ginger. And I'm going to throw some ginger in there too. So I think that's going to be really, yeah, that is turmeric. So funny story. I am notorious for buying ginger and turmeric and leaving it on my counter until it's desiccated and dry. Does anyone else do that? Hey, Alyssa. Anywho, I have this thing where I like to desiccate my ginger and then I have to throw it away. So I had this brilliant idea to just throw the nubs of ginger and turmeric in the freezer. And so they're just like floating on the door of my freezer. And this is the first time I've ever actually used it, right? But I'm using it. I froze it. I saved its life. I just found it the other day. I was looking for it in my refrigerator. I was like, I bet it's moldy in the refrigerator by now. And it wasn't in there. And I was like, oh my God, it's not in there. And then I found it in the freezer. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a genius. Oh, wow. Sometimes I surprise even myself. I'm like, okay, I did that. That was so smart. I'm going to put some ginger in here too. I think my friend she did orange peel. I'm going to put some of Tori's orange peel in here. This one looks like it's seen better days. We'll see if I'll be able to peel it. I may or may not be able to peel it. I might have to cut it with a knife. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't want to peel. It's like desiccated. It's been in my fridge for a bit. We binged on oranges when they got here. So I'm going to put some orange skin in there. And I think I'm just going to put some of this orange juice in there to replace some of the water. Because why not, right? Am I right? You can always replace some of your water content in ferments with a juice. And we're going to have to keep an eye on this and make sure it doesn't get too bubbly too fast. This is going to be delicious. The other thing that my friend would put in her kvass, she brought over her kvass. It was very good. And just so you guys know, kvass just means drink, basically. So anything could kind of fall into that category. Kombucha could be considered a kvass. Any of those would be kvass as well. So do not feel like you did anything wrong. It just means drink. So no matter what you end up making, if it comes out like this is not a classic kvass, know that it's still a kvass. Like it is still a drink. At the end of the day, you did the thing. You did the target. I'm going to take these seeds out of here and juice this. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Tori sent me some citrus. It's so good. I froze a bunch of lemons today. This is tangy still. Yeah, yep. You're still capturing the microbes. You're still feeding them. And you're getting different microbes from the peel on the ginger, on the turmeric, on the orange.
Okay, so this is
Ooh, fresh squeezed orange juice, fermented it with the ginger bug. Yeah, yeah, that sounds delicious. So, what do you do with the beets when it's ready to drink? So, you can make a second batch where you just add some more sugar and water to the same beets,
necessary.
ferment them again
Oh my god.
for a second round. And then after that, if you would like, you could probably eat them, cook them, eat them. I don't know what they taste like. They'd probably be good in salad. I'd imagine they taste rather like pickly. I wonder, I could probably get us a quick and dirty list of what to do with the beets after you're done with your kvass. Alright, taking all these out here. I'm going to put some of this orange juice in with my kvass. There might end up being seeds in there, and it's fine. Seeds don't hurt nobody. Okay. So there we go. It's got the sugar in the bottom. Got a whole bunch of beets. I'm gonna squeeze the whole orange in there. We have orange peel. We have ginger and turmeric and golden beet, and it's gonna be really good. So one other thing she put in there was raisins, and raisins are one of those things you have to read the ingredients on just to make sure they don't have anything added, because a lot of them have soybean oil and like random oils on it. So check the ingredients. I'm going to add water to this. We'll both of them up while I pour. And it's funny, she like stirs like it's got space in there, but this is very full. Maybe she was using a gallon. I don't know. So the sugar will dissolve. It will dissolve, so don't stress too much about it. I'm gonna use my favorite. This is they call it a fermentation helix, and so I'm gonna put this on top. I want to make sure that this liquid is covering it, and I have a good amount of headspace. And then I'm gonna put my fermentation lid. It's got like a little breathy bit here. Will help release pressure so while it's fermenting, in case it gets too fermenty, we don't want it to explode. I'm gonna screw the lid on tightly, and it'll let it bubble over. Get a mess. This is gonna be really, really, really pretty. I might be able to do one of these numbers where I like plug the hole and give it a quick flippity floppity to distribute my sugar a little bit. And dribbling a little bit. Getting there. I may have to put my spring back in to put these smaller pieces under it. Back under there. Get back in there. Get back. There we go. That lid back on. So, label your ferments. This is a really good idea. Write on it the date at the bare minimum. That is a requirement. Otherwise, you'd be like, oh, when the heck did I make this? So, today is 2/2. That's easy enough. I have these nifty little wax markers. They're twist up, and it's like a crayon, but you can write on your glass jars and your plastic Tupperware and your whatever. 2, 2. This one's too cold. It doesn't want to write. Poor little baby. It writes much better on like a warm container. So like if you just canned something and you write on the lid with it, it'll make it really thick. Come on. I think my jar is wet. This one is not on my Amazon page yet, but I'll put it on there. I just got them. I wanted to try them before I put them on there. Oh yeah, my thing was just wet. And you can just wipe them off with, your shirt or a paper towel or whatever you have handy when you're changing it or washing it, whatever you're doing. So this is going to go over on my fermenting spot. I need a towel really quick. Is baby still melting down? Do you want to get on here? Oh, you know what else? You're supposed to put some kombucha in here if you want it to be really busy. I should add some kombucha. Gypsy, my Amazon page is linked in my bio, I think. Waiting to do Kvass next week. Gotcha. Hold on one sec. But also, if all is quiet there and you want to get on and hang out and chit-chat while you make your stuff, you can. Those will show up at our door tomorrow. He said, I heard wax markers. She was just on the counter. I did good. Alright. Let me put some of this kombucha in here because I forgot that was on there. I have kombucha. So I might as well put a little cup. Is that a table? Put a little bit of this in here too. Okay. Back under there, turmeric. Next time we put the turmeric on the ginger on the bottom. Right? Get on there, lid. There we go. Cutie, cute, cute, cute. We're going to let this sit, and we're supposed to stir it. I don't know how we're going to do that. I guess we'll just, stir the top. Take the spring out. Maybe I'll shake it. Maybe I'll just have to shake it. It might be. Can't hear me. My mic's way down there. I may just have to shake it tomorrow. And the next day. All right, for the next one, we're going to do, I think, what most people think as a traditional kvass, and it is a salt-based ferment. So it is more, it's a lactobacillus ferment. It's a more controlled ferment. You don't have to watch it quite as closely as the other one. I'm going to use red beets for this one. And I don't need this water. I have a jar. We're going to do a half gallon again. So that'll go on, and we're going to tare the scale. But first, I need to write down how much my jar weighs because inevitably this scale will turn off and we will lose the weight of our jar. And we'll have to find a jar and weigh it. So this jar weighs 758.5. 758.5. I'm just going to write that on my jar with my little thingy. All right, so now our thing can fall asleep, and if it does, we'll just do math, and it's not a big deal. So I'm going to cut this one into squares, because that's like little cubes, because that's what it said to do. So that's what we're going to try out for this different recipe. And this is the one that is GAP's diet approved, so it's safe for that. There's no like extra carbohydrates, they're all fermented off. The one with the sugar, I don't think would be GAP's approved if you're doing that. Okay, so if we're gonna try to raise the scale and start adding things in, I'm gonna do like sliver slices, not necessarily cubed. I don't want to be here 10 hours cutting stuff, so we're gonna cut them a little bigger than cubed. We have places to go and people to see. I'm going to throw in some of this turmeric and ginger because I can. It's delicious. And put it a little lower down in my ferment, so hopefully the other beets will hold it down. And I've got some bigger ones too, so the bigger chunks are good at holding stuff down. So for this one, we're going to get the weight of our beets plus the water we're adding to it. And we're going to do some math to find 1 to 2%, because it's a faster ferment, to add in salt. Normally for our longer ferments, like sauerkraut and pickles, we do 3%. This one's a little bit lower, so it does retain some more of that beet sweetness, but you're still going to get a little tartness and saltiness, and this is more like a savory tonic. You're not drinking like a lot of it. You're just going to drink like a little shot of it. Support your liver function, your digestion. My pieces are getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, I don't want to cut it small. That's too much work. I want it to be bigger pieces. Okay. Up to 450. I don't know if I filled this up all the way like I did with the other ones. I don't get as much of the juice. You know what I mean? No need to peel. We really like the peels. That's where a lot of the microbes live, and they will help to propagate into our kvass and give us all of their health benefits. So here's what I'm thinking. Track with me here, guys. What if I don't fill this completely and I fill it all the way up with liquid so I have more kvass? I feel like that's what I want to do. Because that's really what we want, is the brine. It's not really the beets. You know? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to add my water here. And this, I think I'll actually be able to stir because it is not super full. Yeah. More room for kvass. I feel like that's what I saw. I'm going to bring this all the way up to the neck here. So, for this, we have Butamus. We have 1,803 grams of vegetables plus water. So I need a calculator. Grab one on my computer here. Calculator. So 04 before my scale falls asleep times. And we're looking for a 2% brine, 1 to 2% brine. I lean a little saltier. So we're going to multiply by 0.02 to get 36 grams of salt. So then, you're going to want to tare your scale and slowly add your best mineral salt, 36 grams. If you're squeamish and you don't want to over pour on your salt, which is very easy to do, measure this in a different cup. So you take your jar off your scale, you put a different cup on your scale, tare it so the cup doesn't weigh anything, and then measure into that, and then dump that into your bigger container. Okay? But I like to live on the edge. We are here in Dice Rollersville, and I'm going to put it in. Let's see. What do you guys bet? What do we have bets on? I'm going for 36 grams. So one little like pinchy full was 6 grams. So let's see if we can get there. We're almost there. 35.5. Oh! 36.4. I only shot it a little bit. Okay, I only overshot it a little bit. So, that's going to be fine. It's not going to hurt it to be a teensy bit. Okie doke. So what we need is, I've got my nifty spring, and I'm wondering if this is going to be enough. I think it's going to be fine. I honestly think it's going to be fine. So I just dropped that on top of there. They're big chunks. I don't think they're going anywhere. We're just gonna do it. And my nifty lid with the vent. I'm gonna do one without a nifty lid because I think these are the only two I have not in use right now. I have a bunch of springs. I don't have that many lids. Dice rollers. I'm all winging it straight. We're just making it up as we go along. Hey, girl, hey. I'm going to do another jar because this means I have more to do. I'm supposed to cover the golden beets with a cloth. Cover the golden beets with a solid lid or a fermentation lid. Solid lid or a fermentation lid. Like a one that breathes. Alright, so we're going to do this again. Turn my scale back on. There we go. Perfect. Putting my beets in my jar. This one, I have some figs. I have some dates. I don't know if dates would be too sweet. Do I do this one as a sweet one? Hi, Zayden. What are you doing? We're eating beets. We're making beets. I'm doing slices again because lady had it easiest. So apparently in Russia, they will ferment the beets making kvass like this, and then they will take those beets afterwards and use those previously their fermented beets to make borscht, their beet soup with it. So I'm gonna have to look that up because that sounds interesting. Why not, right? Make some borscht. And apparently you can also make kvass with like oats and oatmeal and bread, just like piece of rye bread. You can ferment it with a little bit of sugar and make a beverage. But yeah, kvass just means drink. It's all it is a drink. Pretty simple. I wonder if they call kombucha like tea kvass or something. Because it definitely qualifies as a kvass. My fingers are going to be super stained. Ha! It's fine. Okay. I don't want to do too small of pieces. I don't want them to float around my thing. I'm going to try to peel off some of this orange peel that I didn't use earlier for this one. Orange peel in this kvass. Okay. And then I'm gonna do, she said 150 grams. Do I want to do sugar? Do I want to try honey for this one? Dun dun dun. Got some like cinnamon sticks and some star anise and flavors. I have lemon. I could put lemon peel in there. We're getting crazy. We're getting wild with our ferment here. Let me put the water in. And I think I'm going to do the same amount of sugar as the amount of honey as the sugar was in the other recipe. We'll try it. Part of me wants to split the golden beets into a second jar. You know what I mean? All right. So what I'm going to do is I want to put 150 grams of beet. Put this in here. 150 grams. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our trusty calculator. Our amount of 15, 70, and we're going to add 150 grams. We don't really need the weight, I guess, if we're doing a sugar one. 1720. Let's go! I really hope this was delicious. I'm going to try it out. Yes, that feels like a lot. Okay, I'm not putting that much because honey's sweeter. We're 1600. Alright, and then I'm out of water. So I'm thinking about splitting my beets, my golden beets, into 2 jars and adding more water. Because I feel like I'm going to want more of that golden beet kvass. Walking away, trying to pull stuff over. Or putting the beet kvass into a gallon, putting the golden beets into a gallon-sized jar instead of a half gallon. I feel like that might be my best bet. Because her jar looked really big in her reel, and she doesn't have like good pictures really at all on her recipe. I'm gonna try to find it. Oh, I know how I can find it. I shared it to my stories. Okay, I'm gonna go to my stories. Oh, no, that's gonna take me to my life. She doesn't have. Jeez Louise, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be the easiest way to do this. Culture guru. We're doing, well, a variation on the recipe from Cultured Guru for this. Don't get tied up, don't get tied up. And her recipe, let me see. Let me find it. See if I can find it. She has good recipes. Other than not telling me what size jar to put it in. Like, what the heck, man? The heck, man? Where did it go? Maybe it is. I want to look at her visuals because the recipe is not helpful. That's just lovely. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Where did it go? I just posted it just the other day. Looks like it. Oh, come on. Why is this so difficult? There it is. Golly. Taking him 100 years to find it. Yeah. I think it's a gallon. That's a big jar. That's a big jar. You guys weigh in. It's in my stories. It looks like a gallon to me. So I might have put too much sugar in this jar. I'm gonna put this kvass into a gallon for the sweet one. And we're gonna go from there. I know I have an extra gallon somewhere, but I might have to run out to the storage room really quick. Yeah, I think that the cup of sugar makes more sense in a gallon. Okay, I'll be right back. No, I'm running out to the sunroom really quick. And I can take you with me, but then I can't carry the jar. I'll be right back. Everything makes sense now. Here we go. Now we're in business. Smells like, I don't know what it smells like. It smells like probably kombucha, I'd imagine. All right, so we're gonna switch this up. We're gonna take this golden kvass that I've lovingly packaged into this half gallon, and we're gonna transfer it into a gallon because I feel like I'm gonna want a heck of a lot more liquid than what I'm getting in this particular setup. So we're gonna switch this lid over to our sweet red kvass. Lovely. Halfway with our beets, rest of the way with water. That's what I like. And we're going to dump this guy into a gallon because I want more drink. Because you don't really eat the beets. Like, it just feels like such a waste for a lot more of the kvass than the beet. And now I can stir it. There's enough room for me to stir with these big chunky chunks. I'll rinse the rest of the sugar down into my jar. I'm going to be kvass rich for like 2 days until my kids drink it all. Too much. We're going to switch this up. I'm going to write her a note and be like, hi, I did your recipe, but... So she says to ferment this for like 3 to 4 days on the counter, room temp, and stir it twice a day. So I'm going to be really mindful of that because I'm sure she told you that for a reason. You don't want, if they say to stir it, you want to make sure you stir it. Otherwise you'll grow little friends. You know? Oh, got beet on my elbow. Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to try to get the rest of the sugar out of here. We'll take a couple rinses. Not going to have anything to weight this, so I guess that's another reason why you want to stir it, because it's not going to be forced under the liquid necessarily. And that means that it could be growing some mold if you have stuff at the top. Wowie. Yeah, I'm so excited to have this much beet kvass now. That's going to be delicious. All right, here we go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Did it. Ta-da! Now I have 2 dirty jars. That's fine. Be mindful of my microphone so I don't trip the whole thing over. Alright, I need to label my jars. 2 sweet golden turmeric, ginger, orange. Yum, 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 yum. We'll do this one. This one was just beet and honey and orange peel. Shake it out like I can shake it out. It's a wax art. It doesn't write well on wet surfaces. Orange. 2.
It's easier.
2. So 4 to 5 days. 5 days. Confirming. Fast and easy. Yeah, 3 to 4 days it says. That's really easy. And then you can second ferment this and make it like fizzy and bubbly. Oh, I wanted to add some kombucha to this one too. Because this one has sugar as well. And she said that that helps with the fermentation. So hold on, let me get some kombucha.
Okay,
Okay. That's kombucha. I should put some more kombucha in the big one too.
no,
Yep.
I'm a little bit hungry.
Okay. Well, there's sausages in the fridge that are ready to go.
Ooh, what's that?
Beet Kvass.
Oh, that looks so good. Can I have some?
I'm not ready yet. So this is going to sit 3 to 4 days, and then we'll strain it, stir it twice a day. That's it. Strain it out. You can drink it right away if you want, or you can second ferment it in a pressure safe jar bottle, like a kombucha bottle, and add a little maple syrup, is what the gal said on the recipe that we followed. ish that we kind of followed. So yeah, I hope you guys make it. If you want the recipes, you can send me a message on Instagram. You just say beets and I'll send it to you. I also have the Beet Kvass recipe on there. So great liver tonic, super good for you. Good intro to fermented beverages if you haven't ever done that before. You can do a sweet one or you can do a salty one. You take your pick. Pretty fun. Anybody have any questions on the whole kvass thing? All's here tonight. Of course, Kimmy. What time is it? Yeah, it's like an hour. Absolutely, Joy. It's so fun. I'm excited to drink it. Like, more than anything, I'm excited to drink it. It's going to be tasty. Hi, Shirley. Good. It does look delicious. I'm excited. I saw something else today that was really interesting. It was a lady, she was making sauerkraut, and it was sauerkraut with pineapple and garlic, I think. Sauerkraut, pineapple, and garlic. She said it's delicious. I'm like very intrigued by that. So perhaps next time I get a pineapple to make tapache, I could use some of the pineapple meat to make the sauerkraut. They used like a half a pineapple per cabbage, they said. So, super sweet. She did use a cloth cover on hers, on her sweet one. I might need to send her a DM. Got all your stuff to make it? So wait. I need to do my milk kefir. I could do that really quick. While we're hanging out, I should move my cutting board because it is very beety. And I'm going to stain everything if I continue to use this currently. Okay, I'm going to take this thing. Try not to tingle myself on the chairs. Alright. Still have one more big. Might have to wash a jar really quick. My kefir is ready. It's super separated. But luckily, some of these babies are going to a new home tomorrow. So they will be good. I'm going to go wash a jar really quick. I'm going to unplug from y'all because I don't want to accidentally pull the thing over. So hold on. And we're back. Pineapple sauerkraut. Yeah. Alright, I need a stirring utensil. Yeah. Children, can someone grab me milk downstairs, please? Thank you. There's still dates. There's dates everywhere. Oh, you have to toss your kefir and start fresh milk. Oh no. Yeah, your body probably would have loved that kefir while you were sick too. Yeah, the pineapple sauerkraut sounded real good. Like, wanna go get a pineapple. So I'm just stirring in the separated whey into my kefir for while I'm straining my grains. Because it makes it easier to strain. Then I've got my jar. I have my canning funnel and my stainless steel strainer. It fits right inside of it. Thank you, baby. And then I just pour it into the big strainer. It was bad. Oh, poor baby. You're cutting pineapple right now. Do it. Do it. Do it. And then make pulled pork and Hawaiian roll buns and put that sauerkraut as the topping on it with the pineapple. I bet that would be delicious. Okay. I'm so excited for this. So excited. She had quite a bit in her jar. I don't know. We're going with our plan here. Going with our plan. We're going to harvest some grains for our friend Lindsay. They're going to go to their distant home on the East Coast. Poor thing. I feel bad that you were so sick. We were close. I would have made you kefir. I would have made you kefir. Yeah, watching her video back. That's definitely a gallon. That's a big jar. That's a big jar. I have some pork meat stock going on the stove right now. I messaged this lady who's like the Gap's diet guru, and I was like, do you roast the bones before you make the meat stock? And make the meat before you make the meat, roast the meat before you make the meat stock? Apparently, you're supposed to soak pork in whey or raw milk or water with lime for 12 to 24 hours before you make it into meat stock. That's crazy. Passing out from coughs, huh? That does not sound bueno, my friend. Okay. So this is the daily ritual. If you're making milk kefir, like you could take breaks if you're sick and you forget about it, it's fine. If it happens, it happens. No big deal. But like I have a friend who she tests the boundaries of kefir every day. Oh, with the pork, yeah. Yeah, so that was the Gap from the Gap's chef herself. I went to a Weston A. Price meeting here a couple weeks ago, and she lives in Colorado. So she was there teaching, and she, we hit it off, and I got her number, and so I texted her. Yeah, she said you're supposed to soak it. I don't know why exactly. I didn't ask her why. Couldn't talk for almost a week without running out of air. Oh my gosh. Good gracious. Yeah, for sure you were like double whammied. You got taken down from multiple angles, poor thing. Sucks. Yeah, there was one night I had cramps and I just was like, had to go lay in the bed. I was like, I can't move. Like, I'm gonna puke. I had like steaks on the pan. It's terrible. Ginger juice from my ginger bug to the golden beets? Yeah. Yeah, I think you could. You definitely could. Yeah, it said to add a little kombucha if you wanted to like boost its productivity. The other things were like whey and more other beet kvass was the other option. But she said if you want it to be really bubbly, then use kombucha. So, Gingerbug would have similar stuff. I think it would be fine. I think it would be fine. Okay, I need to grab a bag to bag up some of these grains to ship to our friend. Oh, couldn't get out of bed for hours. Had to wait for my diapers. Oh, you poor thing. That sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. Be right back. I found some interesting chocolate chips at the grocers. These are completely unsweetened. They are, let's see, yeah, literally just only ingredient, organic cocoa beans. They're very bitter, like, tastes like cocoa. No sugar added. The brand is Pasha. Hey, SHA. My kids were like, "Ugh, ugh." Those aren't good. And then there's these. This brand is called Just Date, and it's date sweetened organic date chocolate chips. Only 3 ingredients, and it is organic cocoa, upcycled dates, which I'm like, I'm not really sure what that means. It's questionable anytime I see upcycle. And cocoa butter. But I don't know what upcycled dates is. Is that the dates from the leftover dates from the date syrup making industry? Like, what does that mean? What is upcycled date? I don't. I looked up what upcycled sunflower seeds were, and it's like the hulls from sunflower seeds. These have an interesting texture. They have a little bit like more of a greeny texture, a little bit, but not in like a bad way. Like in a crunchy salt or like a crunchy sugar kind of way. Pretty good. Yeah. May have to look because that. I mean, it's not like I use that many chocolate chips, but I was like, oh, these are interesting. I'll buy them. It's pretty good. It tastes pretty good. But yeah, who knows what that means? I don't trust the word upcycled at all, especially with food products. I'm like, what the heck does upcycled mean? What the heck does that mean? Okay. So, I need to harvest some of these for my friend. I need a spoon from across the room. Alrighty then. Time to cull the flock a little bit. It's a little baggy. Once your kefir greens start growing, I definitely recommend saving some in the freezer just in case it's an emergency. Yeah, cocoa is really high in polyphenols. Got to harvest some babies. I'm going to send her 2 fatty tablespoons just in case she wants to start a little bigger. She has a big family, so she may need to scale up quickly. That does happen. So there we go. She gets a big batch. And she recently joined the TMT Tribe Premium. So we're going to work on doing all the fun things in Tribe Premium and making the stuff. This next week we're doing microbiome again. Is one of our favorites. We did microbiome with our group coaching. It's very important to know what's going on inside of your body. So always a very, very fun, informative class. That is next Tuesday for our premium members. And with that, they get a Q&A where we talk about all their issues, see if we can figure out what's going on at the root of their problems, how they can work with food to help them feel better and start getting a lot better. So yeah, super eye-opening. So yeah, the newest member of Tribe Premium, she joined us today. We're super excited to have her. It's gonna be really fun. And if you're not sure, like if you're having like gut health issues, you have gut health issues, and you're like, I need support, and you're not really sure what kind of support you need, you can get on a call with one of my coaches, and they will figure it out with you. You might need one-on-one support where someone can really hold your hand and take you through the stuff, or you might just need to join Tribe and be able to work through it at your own pace and learn things with a group and all of those things together with a community, which is lovely. Okay, I have to rinse this because if you don't rinse, the kefir will stick and become cement. So hold on, I'll be back. Alright, my meat stock is meat stocking. It's been on for like 4 hours. Or like 3 hours. I have to check it in an hour, but it's not going to be ready for dinner. So I think I'm going to just make beef patties. What are you guys making for dinner? Where did I put? I'm sending her a kombucha SCOBY too. She's so cute. She has one going from somebody else, but they sent her just like the SCOBY, a chocolate maize. And not really any tea. So it's taking a long time to ferment. So when you give someone a kombucha SCOBY, make sure that you give them enough starter tea. So you need 2 cups of starter tea per gallon of kombucha. So make sure you give them at least 2 cups of starter tea. Otherwise, they could have a mold issue, and that's never fun. And they'll be like, I suck at kombucha. And it'll be all your fault because you didn't give them enough of your tea. Doing bone broth with whatever veggies I can find in the fridge and rice, ramen noodles. Yeah, that sounds good.
Speaking of rice, do we have rice?
We have a little bit of rice. I should probably make another batch of rice because Daddy likes it for breakfast. We've been eating this. Oops, I filled this too full. Oh no, that's right. Never mind, we're good. Wild rice is really yummy. My husband really loves it a lot. So we've been eating wild rice. So I need to make more of that. Oh yes, so with the start of the new year and after our talk in our tribe and everything, we'd like to challenge everyone to start working on healing and sealing their gut. We talked about leaky gut and tribe last month, and so one of the things we want you guys to really try to do is do 14 days of eating one serving of stewed apples a day. And that just means you get your apples, and instead of eating the apple raw, you chop it up, put it in a pan, and add a little bit of water to it and a sprinkle of cinnamon and just cook it down until the apple is tender and the peel is shiny. And then you know you've released the pectin, and that pectin is what helps to heal and seal the gut, bind to toxins, help them escort out the body. Very powerful. If you do that and you want to add in meat stock, it's my new favorite thing that I'm obsessed with. I made chicken meat stock after this talk I went to the other week, and I ate it for like 4 days in a row, and I was like, I want more, but I have not gone to the store to get more chicken yet. So I went and dug in my freezer, and I found some pork things that were bone-in. So I'm like, I'm making pork stock. So that's what's happening over here. And I think I will make hamburger patties, just quarter pounders in a pan, and slap some cheese on it. And my husband loves it. Yes, so the apple's super easy. You just chop it into chunks. Chop it into like little bite-sized pieces. And then you put it into a pot. And I would do like a couple at a time. Do like 2 or 3 apples when you're doing it. Might as well. It makes really yummy leftovers. Put it in a pan. Put like a quarter cup of water in there. And put a pinch of cinnamon, maybe like a teaspoon of cinnamon, and put it on a low, medium heat and just kind of slowly cook it down, low and slow, until the apple is broken down and like tender and the peel is glistening and soft. When does the challenge start? Alyssa wants to know. Yeah, stewed apple sauce right now, for sure. Sounds delicious, especially if they're not feeling good. You do like 20 apples at a time? Yeah. Do you do it in a big pot or in the oven, or how do you do it? I feel like you could probably really easily do it in the oven. I've never tried, but you probably could. You make it with the peel on it, yeah. The peel is part of the important part. In the peel, we have lots of polyphenols. The polyphenols help to heal and seal the gut. They help to feed Akkermansia, which is one of our gut microbes that helps to heal and seal the gut. Yeah, challenge starts Monday, next Monday. Okay. Sounds like a plan. We'll invite people to join. Cool. Yeah, the stewed apples are really, really yummy. I like to cool them down and eat them on top of yogurt sometimes. It's super delicious.
The one that's garlic.
Oh, you have a huge ceramic pot that you make it in. Sweet. This is my apple pot. Stewed apple day every day. I need to make some more. I'm excited about this kvass. I think it's going to be really good. Of course, I'm happy to explain it. That's what we do over here at the TMT tribe. Yes, the peel has the pectin too. So if you ever are if you're interested in canning jams and jellies at all, if you ever want to make it without store-bought pectin, you can do that with the peels of apples and crab apples, pears, lemons, limes. They all have a lot of pectin in them. Put some butter in there. Yeah. Good on custardy oats too. Oh yeah, I could totally see that. I need to try those custardy oats. I got some oats to try it. Do you mix it raw? Custardy oats is when you take like a bunch of eggs, right? And you mix the oats in it, or do you cook the oats first and then add the eggs? Tell us how to custardy oat. If you're not reading the chat, this is your time to shine, chat. Explain custardy oat to us. Is it any type of apple? Organic apples. Any type of organic apple is fine. You don't want to do conventional apples. If you grew something in your backyard, great. That's even better. If you go to a farm, just ask them if they use organic practices. A lot of them do, but they don't get certified because it's expensive. Okay, so you make the oats. Of course, of course. And then you mix eggs into it. Oh, and temper the eggs into the oats. And then put back on the heat after tempered into it and cook until custardy. Oh. So tempering means you take a little bit of the oats and add it in hot oats and add it into the eggs that you've already scrambled up to warm them up, like keep them mixing. And as you've warmed them up enough, then you add them back into your pot. And then you heat them till they're custardy. We have a USDA farm on our street, and they say it's really pricey. The restrictions are crazy. Yeah. Yeah, do make a post on custardy oats. I want to make them. Sound delicious. I'm having custardy oats for dinner. How many eggs is it? How many eggs per, how much oats? Tell me how to do it. Explain things in the comments. These chocolate chips are good. Okay, I'm gonna put these away. Need to eat the bitter ones. Yeah, just yolks through the whole egg. Welcome to the Comments Give You Instructions cooking show, where I make whatever you tell me to make from the comments right here in real time. 3 per serving of oats. Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me get a lid. Yeah, I would rather do the whole egg. That would actually be a really funny live stream. I don't know how we would make that happen, but it would be funny. Alright, so let's do... How much oats is a serving of oats? Please. Hey, Natalie. I'm gonna make these custardy oats. Do you wanna go down. So I'm gonna make these custardy oats. Will you go downstairs and grab me that bag of oats from the? It's like on top of the stool. Okay, downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. Serving of oats is not very specific. Can you tell me how much is in the serving? So like a half a cup, quarter of a cup. How much water, Holly? You need information.
Squeeze a lemon.
Lemon in the oats? Oh, really? I have a giant bag. I was serious. I was serious. We're gonna have it with our dinner. Okay, I have these oats. Serving size, half a cup of oats. 3/4, half a cup of oats. 3/4 of a cup of water. All right, I'm gonna move our kefir over here. And I'm gonna get hot. Is it a really big serving? Like for a man? How many cups of liquid would you, or of oats would you feed them? My husband eats a lot, like a big bowl. Use milk. Yeah. Children, you go downstairs and get me another thing of milk for your oats. Oh wait. I have some. We're good. I think we're good. Yeah, fuck water. Water is the worst. Why would you ever put water in oatmeal? What are you thinking? Alright, I need for the man, get some, this is a cup. Alright, here we go. We're making at least a full serving for the man. Oh, there's a hair in there, a big hair. He would love that. That would make him so internally happy. Alright. Then, I'm probably not a whole half cup of oats. And I'm imagining the kids. Yeah, so I'm going to do a cup for me and a cup for me and the kids.
Dodge and stuff.
I can't turn the beard off on the first try.
I can literally break bones, but I can't break this.
You want to burp the protein too?
I think you have your extra.
Oh, do butter or ghee boost the protein? Yeah. Okie dokie. So let's do some math. Since a half a cup of oats gets a cup of milk, then a cup of oats gets 2 cups of milk. Oh God, here we go. I don't think I have enough milk up here still. Got 2 cups. Okay, that's 1 cup of oats gets 2 cups of milk. Yeah. So we're doing it. I don't think I have. I'm gonna do a little bit of water. Just for the last little dribble. Hey man, I have all the ingredients and they need to. Okay. Oh, there's no toilet. Is this a bad way? I'm gonna put this back up here.
crazy bro.
It's water. Here we go. This is go. Alright. Go to a cooking show. We're making custardy oats. Alright, so we have, I need to change the title. No longer Beet Kvass. Now it's custardy oats. We're making things that Holly tells me to make. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna do a little bit of water just to get us up to that. Although we only needed 3/4 of a cup based off the packaging, so that's fine. And then we need a pinch of salt. And it says, in a medium pot, bring water and salt to a boil. Add sprouted, too late. We're supposed to boil the water first. Cover with the lid, slightly tilted, simmer for 10 minutes. Okie dokie. Or cook for 14 minutes for soft and tender oatmeal. Use the picture from the story today and put it as the cover for this live. Yeah. We're making what Holly says. This is my segment called Holly, do what Holly says. Where we do whatever Holly says. I'm going to have to move you guys. Maybe. Probably. I'm gonna. I want to do this. How do I want to do this? I'm just gonna turn you a little bit, and you can just see me try to dance around with my mic so I don't fall over. Here we go. We're going over here. I'm gonna put my cast iron oven out of the way. Over here. This burner has like very little chill, and I don't know if this is the best burner to do this on. So I gotta use my back. Because I really don't want to ruin my. Even though I already did some instructions. Yeah, bit off a little bit too much. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, so she says she uses 3 eggs for each serving of oats. So everybody put your mathing hats on. In case you didn't know, we're gonna do a trivia the end of February. And it's gonna be like health and wellness and food and those kind of things. Trivia should be really fun. But for trivia, tell me if I need 3 eggs per serving of oatmeal. Serving size is a 1/2 cup. 4 servings, right? You're doing 12 eggs. Yeah, I think you're right. 3 times 4 is 12. Good job, Alyssa. Who's good at word problems? Alyssa is. That's a good job. All right, let's see how many eggs I have. I have 3 out already. Oh, man. My husband's not going to have eggs for breakfast tomorrow. Hopefully, chickens will lay tonight. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, they won't lay tonight. Hopefully, they'll lay tomorrow. You win the recipe to custard eggs. Congratulations. I shared it with everybody. Okay. I'm going to bring you guys over here. I'm not sure how I want to. Oh, this needs to go in the fridge. That thawed. How's our weather? It's pretty good. It's not bad. It was warm today. That's a lot. How much do you usually make, Holly? when you make it. Yeah, I'll just use what I have. It's fine. Should be plenty. Yeah, he'll be sad he doesn't have eggs in the morning though. All right. Where is my smaller tripod? Oh, there it is. I'm switching right to my smaller tripod while I work on this because it's easier to move around. And I don't feel like unplugging and moving. We are making, now we're making custardy eggs. Earlier we made Beet Kvass. Two styles, sweet and savory, salty. This one's sweet. It'll be fine. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll save him. Because, like, I'll probably get a couple in the morning, but I don't want to, like, risk losing. I'll be like, ridiculous. I have some steaks that I could technically cook, so I might cook steak too. In my pan that has no chill here. Custardy eggs or custardy oats is you cook oatmeal and then you, like you're making a custard, you temper the eggs with the oats and then you add the eggs back in and you make it like a custardy egg. You don't even measure anymore. Yes. Well, that's always good. That's always good. Alright, so we're going to crack some eggs. And our oats are going to have to just heat up here, and then we'll put the lid on. So I'm going to save him 4 eggs. 4. This was Holly's idea. We were talking about custardy eggs. And so now we're making some. Now we are making them. Okay, I'll leave him 4 eggs. I'm going to use the rest. So 1, 2. We're using the organic sprouted eggs from Costco in the organic A2 milk from there to make the oats. And then we're using eggs from our chickens. Just seems like a really good way to use the eggs if you have a bunch. My hubby's been eating breakfast lately, so we've been walking through the eggs again. Custardy oats. Yeah, you should make a reel. Yeah. Do you boil, like, heat up your milk before you add your oats to it, or do you heat it together? Just out of curiosity. Okay. What we're gonna do tonight is put his eggs back in the fridge. I'm making another leash. I have this leash. This is my leash. 10 feet of microphone cable. I'll grab a fork. Check on my beef stock here. I'm just gonna eat yours together with the butter or the ghee. Oh yeah, I need to get butter from downstairs. My butter is not restocked upstairs currently. My husband's like, there's no butter. He didn't want to go downstairs to get it. So I'm like, yep, I need no butter then. Like, I am busy. I'm not going to get it right now. We're just gonna beat these up, right? Nothing crazy. We're not adding anything to it. Had to pop off for a minute, having trouble for some electrical stuff. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too much longer. I don't know what my husband's doing. I haven't heard from him yet tonight, so I don't have to rush. He usually texts me. I ask him to text me when he's on his way home. That's like a good buffer for me. It gives me like 45 minutes to get dinner for him ready. If I'm waiting to make something specific for him, we call it daddy dinner. So a lot of times I'll make like his meal prep stuff for the week. I'll make it for dinner for him, and then he'll have it for lunch. You whip yours a lot before you put it in? Okay. Do you use like a whisker or like a beater or KitchenAid? Or you just give it ye old whippity whip? Okay, so once my oats are like bubbling, you turn it down and cover it. Is that the deal for 10 minutes? I don't usually make oats in a pan. I usually make them in the pressure cooker. You just do it with a fork. Okay. Let's turn this again. Whip the crap out of it. I want to keep this a pretty like savory custardy oats. I'm not gonna add anything sweet directly to it, and they can always.
You're making overnight oats.
I'm making custardy oats, which means they'll be ready today.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So maybe we can make overnight oats.
Overnight oats also. So demanding. If we're making overnight oats, you would need to get out jars. You already ate all of the blueberries. What do you want to put in overnight oats?
What's that stuff?
This is eggs. We're making custardy oats. They're cooked normally. Laundry detergent has to be pushed to tomorrow's tasks. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, snap. There's more.
I thought those were strawberries.
You could put those in your custardy oats, too, when they're help cool them off once they're done.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
All right, I'll grab down the cup.
Okay, I think they're
So now I won't have to wait
plenty.
Because there's kefir in the oats.
Yeah, there's kefir in the fridge.
Alright, so.
Oh, you're totally out. Yeah, being totally out does suck.
So this, the oats, some cinnamon.
Yeah.
What are these blueberries?
You might want to grab the smallmouth canning funnel.
What? Oh.
What temp do you cook your oats at, Pauline?
Like this?
Yeah. Yep, just give you a little more milk. Okay, so for overnight oats, I think you guys do a quarter of a cup of oats in there, don't you?
Yeah. I don't want it. Hey, Norman, you want overnight oats?
I'm going to ferment them.
What's up? I want some too.
Okay, I'm making overnight oats too. Alright, I should probably stop stirring the oatmeal. We're swinging it. We're bringing it.
Could we also
No,
add like a little tiny bit of citrus? Because citrus is delicious.
There's still a lemon over there. I just froze the other ones, so we'd have to. Luke, get your measuring spoon. Do you cover it, Holly?
Measuring spoon?
Measuring cup. Quarter cup.
Okay, so what is it gonna look like? 1, 2?
1/4.
Okay.
Quarter.
So what about 1/4? Oatmeal, right?
Yeah. Probably these two.
Okay.
Do you have any citrus left? Yes. I just put some lemons in the freezer because I didn't want them to get spilled. I think it's 1/4 cup because it expands.
Oh, it expands.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't look like enough, we could do more.
You don't have to stir occasionally. You just leave it till it's thickened or what? I want to try zesting.
Hold on. These are humongous.
Yeah, these are big blueberries. Zesting the frozen citrus. So yeah, you could go grab one of those lemons from the freezer. Mm. Maybe we do second layer of oats. Maybe it is I guess that would make sense. Like a 1/2 cup. Oh, they never finish a whole pint of fermented kefir fermented oats. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna do it. Put some of these in dominoes. So. And then we did some blueberries, and now we're gonna do another layer of oats on Natalie's. And then we'll do blueberries on Donovan's. And then we'll do the kefir. So you know what else I should have had you grab? Was butter.
What?
I should have had you grab us butter. Butter.
What?
I have frozen orange and lemon in the freezer. Mmm. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. So the kefir with the oats is good. You're making it with like done kefir that's already second fermented. So you want to put it pretty much straight in the refrigerator or it will over ferment and it will get like separated and you'll have a big thick layer of whey in there. So I'll let it sit out for a little bit, but not like the whole night like a second ferment because it will over ferment. I did it the first night. It still tasted good. All right, Natalie, you wanted to put cinnamon in here? Come do it. Okay, my oats are doing something. They're floating. Ooh, the oranges are sweet now. Yum. Let me get mine.
See that. And these are incredibly cold.
Got it?
Yeah.
I was gonna dust it. Was it really cold?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, this is one of the frozen ones.
Yeah.
Look at this, that smells so good, as always.
Man, that is going to taste so good in overnight oats.
It would have been better if you hadn't cut it yet. Next time, can you ask me before you go rogue?
Yeah.
It's like juicing. Do you want some of the juice in there?
Yeah.
The juice is coming out good. I mean, it breaks down the cell wall. I could see how that would be really good. That'd be the wrong size, my dear. Okay, it's like not letting me zest it because you cut it. Can you go get another one? It's not cut already. Thank you. That's exciting to have sweet oranges. Alright, so we're going to open up my cute little zester. It didn't get very much off of there because of the dang cut lemon. Alright. Fingers are slippery. They are wet with lemon juice. There we go. Well, I got a little bit. I love this little zester. It's one of my favorites. It just goes on your finger. So we're just going to pop a little bit of zest in there. Oh, shit. Dropped some on the floor. Don't waste your zest, woman. It's cold. It's very cold. So that would be the one downside of zesting a frozen lemon. Would be the coldness on the hand factor. Just gonna go around it. Nom 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 nom. Oh, it's very cold in my hand. Brr. Oh, guess what I found out today, kids? V and them are moving back.
Yeah! You didn't know they're back.
Yeah.
I've been waiting forever for them.
Okay, that's as much as I'm going for. We're going to let that thaw a little bit, and then we're just going to take the... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I should put some of that in my kefir, too. I love the lemon kefir. It is so incredibly delicious. So incredibly delicious. Like, not even adding anything but baobab to it now. No maple. I'm just like, oh, that lemon peel tastes delicious. Okay. Let's eat the zest. The best. Alright. So, we're making this kefir. Yeah, the lemon and the kefir. And we're going to fill this up with some kefir. It's already made. And it's going to ferment the oats. Feed your kefir even more. Yay, yeah. Oh, the maple's super good. Yeah. Yepper. Okay, did you say not to stir, Holly? Because I definitely have been stirring. Checking on my meat stock here. Yeah, I do maple, or did maple for a long time. Alright, is this tender yet? Let's see. Oh, pretty tender. This is like No, it's not tender yet. It's like a pork prime rib roast, basically. And I've got some, like, these are tender. Riblets. Hot. That one's hot. That one's done. This one's not even close. Not even close. It's too big. Oh yeah, you're gonna train your taste buds for sure. And my oats are definitely boiling. Are they supposed to boil? I turn it down. What the package said. It's right here. 10 minutes. Reduce to heat to low. 10 minutes. Okay. Oats are close. A little not. Set a lid with it tilted down to low. Alright, we're gonna add salt to my stock here. This is my meat stock. It's not done. You know, I was gonna have this for dinner, but this took a lot longer to cook. I wonder how long a 20-pound turkey would take to meat stock in a pot. Oh, probably 3 hours. I would say at least however long it takes to do turkey in a pot, you know? 3 hours. That would be my guess. But dang, that would make some bomb meat stock. Bones are starting to come out. Yeah, find the lid top for that. The lid part for that. Yeah, just throw the whole thing in the pot. It would probably be a lot smarter. Never make the smart choice. To cut it. To cut the steaks apart. Like this.
Where's Donovan's?
You gotta find a different one for him. I'm just gonna cut it in my pan.
I think this one.
Yeah, you should use it.
When is the oats gonna be ready?
The oats are gonna be ready soon.
The overnight oats are gonna be ready in the morning.
Make it hotter.
What bones?
Yeah, making meat stock.
For a second, I thought you were putting meat into the oats.
No. You could put meat in oats, like a savory oat. Oh, well, that opened it up a little bit, but I can't cut it in here. It's not working. My oats are like boiling. I don't know why it got. If you get hungry in the morning. You'll be hungry. Boiling. Alright, I am imagining this is probably done. Does all your milk get cooked down, or you leave it a little thicker? Chili crunch and savory oats, heck yeah. Used to crock pot whole chickens all the time. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Except maybe even a shorter cook time than a crock pot. Right? My stove is so inconsistent. I don't know. It's very, like, hit or miss. You can taste it. like a bajillion degrees. I'm gonna get a cold fork. Cold spoon. Instead. Okay. Make a little thicker because when you add the custard, it will make it super creamy. Okay. Yeah, it's not quite done yet. It is delicious. It's getting there. Hers close. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this meat stock situation. I may just turn it into more of a bone broth situation and cook it overnight. If it's not like, it's definitely not tender yet. The thick ones are not tender yet, so I don't know. I think I may just, make all night. It's fine. I do that with bone broth. I'm not histamine sensitive, so it's not going to hurt me if I cook it overnight. So we're good. Oh yeah, the stewed apples are really good with the custardy oats. I could see that. They're not done yet. I am working on them. So the difference between bone broth and meat stock. Bone broth you make with the bones and carcasses of an animal, and meat stock you make with the bones, joints, ligaments, and the meat still on it to make a shorter cooked, very flavorful stock. You can still consume the meat off of it. A little different. Just the difference is meat. You're having a meaty bone instead of a not meaty bone. Okay, my husband's on his way home. So, I'm going to get my pan and heat it up, and we're going to make him a steak to go with this because he's not going to get enough. It's not going to be enough. As much as I want it to be enough. For dinner, it's not going to be enough for him. He's going to be hungry still. So that's okay. We're going to make him a steak too. These oats out of the way. We'll heat up our cast iron on my burner that has no chill. And go from there. No. I think I'm probably going to leave the meat on it, if I'm honest, because I was probably not going to eat that meat anyway. Yeah. I'm not a huge pork eater. I don't know much about pork ribeye, but I really just want the stock. That's what I want. Natalie, come put the blueberries away. Please. You can have some in the custardy oats. You can't just, you're not just eating blueberries right now. They're cooking. There. I'm making them. Oh, okay. Oops. Oh, I spilled some of the oats in my fry pan. That's fine. We're almost done. I'm gonna let my oats sit for a couple more minutes. No worries. Put something with it. I hope this is a decent steak. It's been in my freezer. Oh yeah, I'm sure the kids are gonna. I am sure. Pan is heating up. We're gonna cook a couple pans in the steaks. Pans in the steaks. Pans in the steaks. I went deep diving in my freezer. Freezer spelunking, if you will. And I went down into the greater depths of my freezer and found this steak from 12/26/2022. Tonight, husband is going to cook for dinner. Love a good pan seared steak. I just put it in a really hot pan and I hit it with Malden. And that's really all it needs. So freaking easy. I'll probably end up putting the lid on here after I get some good color on it because these are fat steaks and he does not like it when his steaks sit in the cup. So yeah, that's for the oats. We're almost there. This steak is just going to sit here for like 15 minutes. Get itself a little crusty crust on there. A heavy tone. Alright, y'all. I'm going to finish these custardy oats so I've got her on here. I'm going to whip this up more again. How much should I put in here? Just like 1 spoon. We're going for it. And we're going to whip. And whip. And whip. And whip. And whip it. And whip it. And whip it. So what I'm doing is putting the hot oat and I'm stirring it into the whipped eggs currently to warm up the eggs. Hours later. Should I wait to talk about seed out those cells? No, you can talk about it now. We'll just start it on Monday. How much of this do you put in here before you add it back into your... It feels sort of hot. Needed that. That's probably enough for gold block. Oh, you get your teeth pulled out tomorrow. You're going to need something like custardy oats in your life. You just stir it, Holly, and while it thickens, good amount. Make sure to temper them well before adding it. Ay, ay, ay. You've never had scrambled eggs. Okay, perfect. And so how much do you stir it while you're like cooking out the thickness here? Hi. We're making custardy eggs and steak and meat stock. We already made Beet Kvass, so that replay will be posted shortly. We're just finishing up These custardy eggs with a nugget off. Scrambled eggs from your own chickens are the best. No, she's talking about the custardy eggs that we're making. She said she's never messed up the custard by adding it too fast. You don't have to stir the entire time. You'll see it come together. Okay. On a low heat, my pan was very hot. You're good. You didn't have the context because you just popped in here, so I thought I'd give you the background of what's going on. What's happening? Alright. So, I'm going to add more water to my meat because I'm going to flip this. Of course. Here's what I go with this. Okay. What is going on here? Yum. Medium low. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. Chaos cook. Not like fermenting. Yeah, I get that. I do chaos well as well. Oh, it was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me while I got all this stuff done. I'm excited to try the custard oats finally. Using my handheld, I've been putting it off. They should cook it thicken as they cook them. Okay. Alright. I'm super excited. Good night, everybody. I will talk to y'all for sure next Monday. Bye.